Hi, lovebirds. It's Indra. Before we get into today's episode, I sadly have to report that we had some audio issues with our fabulous guest, Sahara. And less than 10 minutes into the podcast, we lost all of her audio. Sahara joined us to talk about the most recent episodes of Love Island USA, but without her audio, the conversation doesn't really make a lot of sense. So we had to cut most of that part of the episode out. This is a huge bummer for many reasons, but alas, there's not much we can do about it at this point. In any case, the beginning of this episode will be the first few minutes of our chat with Sahara about Love Island USA before we lost her audio, and then we'll skip over to our recaps of the season premiere of Bachelor in Paradise and the latest episodes of Love Island UK. And one bright spot is that right at the end, after we stopped recording, Mary actually saw the video Sierra posted in response to everything that's happened with her, with Love Island, USA, and her past social media posts. So we actually jumped back on the mic to briefly address that. So there's some Love Island USA content, just not as much as we would have liked. And we had some great juicy conversations. So this really is such a bummer. But onward and forward. We'll be recording again right after the Love Island USA season finale on Sunday, so you'll get another episode from us early next week. Sorry for the technology mishap this episode, but we hope you enjoy what we were able to salvage of this podcast. Cheers, lovebirds.
Can I steal you for a minute?
Can I steal you for a minute?
Can I steal you for a minute?
Welcome to Can I Steal You for a Minute, the reality dating recap podcast. My name is Indra Raj.
And I'm Mary Bianco.
It's a big week, y'all. I'm tired.
I am too.
I actually I think I've been thinking about Love Island USA too much. Oh, yeah.
Hello.
I'm good.
How you
Look at
doing?
your professional setup. I love it.
We got our
Oh,
cans
my
on.
gosh. Okay, so we are
Awesome.
recording already. We're like, let's just start, and then it'll be like, yay, she's on, and it's so exciting. So we have a
Nice.
guest today. Mary, do you want to introduce?
Sure.
Okay.
So on the pod today, we have a friend of mine. I mean, I claim her as my friend. I met her through my husband's cousin, who's my good friend, and then I took Sahara over because we hung out a lot. So we have Sahara
everyone.
Lake with us.
Thanks for having me.
Yay. Thanks for coming.
Oh my gosh. Mary has been telling me about what you're coming to this podcast with, and I am so excited
yeah.
to hear it.
Yeah, I was like, Mary, how hot am I allowed to come in with my hot take of this season? And
I
Mary
said
was
hot.
like, we have to disagree about something, so bring it on.
Yeah. I also have some big feelings
Yeah.
that are probably not going to be popular with listeners or potentially you too.
Let's hear it.
So
Let's get
let's
into
just
it.
get into it.
We're
I think
all
maybe
adults.
let's just start with
Sure.
you, Sahara.
Yeah.
What are your impressions of the season?
I feel like this season has put
know
us
we're-
all through it. Like, regardless of how you feel, because I think there's a lot of different
Yes.
opinions, but I think the mutual understanding is that it feels a bit like a chore sometimes, even when you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Someone referred to it as the Stanford prison experiment where like we all keep going back.
I'm like,
oh,
I have to sit and watch an hour. Like, I don't have to. Who's telling me I have to?
no.
So there's a little bit of that.
But you have
I
to.
do. At this point, I'm
Yeah.
so like, I have to know.
What are we gonna do? We're gonna quit. There's a week left.
there's-
Like we have.
There's not even a week left. There's
and I can't
4 days
believe it.
left.
Honestly, I just feel
I
like
know.
it's
I can't
just-
either.
We started to get into a groove, and now it's over.
This is the first week of Real Love Island. Like, and we're done. Like,
I actually I don't even think I think
Yeah,
it's so far
yeah.
gone now that like even if we had 3 more
No,
weeks,
because I
they
think
couldn't
they'd
save it.
screw it up. Like, I think if we
Oh.
gave them more time, we'd go back to where we were. I don't think they could continue the vibe we're at. I think we need to wrap it up, and they all need to be sent home to a therapist.
Yeah.
I
need therapy.
and I'm worried about
Oh,
them
no.
getting out of
Oh,
here
my
because
God.
if you're them Like, think about what a surprise it
I
was
know.
for season 6 last year to find out that everyone loved you and it's the most popular show ever.
Yeah.
They're expecting that same thing, except for like everyone has a ton of haters.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what, like, there's
You
no.
know, the
Yeah.
the only saving grace there, though, is like I feel like some of these people are so just terrible that like they won't even be affected.
No, they'll spin
Yeah.
it into a brand
You know, like
deal.
they're not
They'll
even
figure it
gonna.
out. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they won't care. It's like, do we just talk about the Sierra thing
Yes.
first? I think
Yeah.
we just need to talk about it. Okay, because I'm like comparing Yulissa and Sierra, and there's a lot of differences.
And I already forgot about her.
But I had to, but I
Yeah.
had to think about her again because this is coming up. And
Yeah.
all the social media discourse before Sierra was actually announced that she had left was
And
they
Ulysses,
have to let her go.
Ulysses doing mall appearances with JD. I just wanted
Which
to throw
one's
that out.
JD? The one with.
The one who's like, you really
Yeah,
like
yeah,
being
yeah, okay.
dominant, huh?
All right.
Oh, I like totally don't even remember that person
That was
at
the
all.
guy that Huda was originally paired with in Casa.
Oh,
But exactly. That's exactly.
yeah, like wow, I can't even really picture what he looks like. He's like that inconsequential.
That's what he looks
the
like, is this
smile
a lot of
is
Okay.
That's what I remember. If we want to call it a smile.
right.
It's like a grimace.
Oh, so I mean, like Yulissa also got booted like day 2 or whatever, right? So like it was a different thing. We weren't invested, whatever. I also feel like there's a whole part of this conversation that is just totally absent, which is like today I saw something online about how the producers told Sierra, their words to Sierra when they told her she had to leave was something along the lines of like, what you said does not line up with our like standards or something. And I'm
mean-
like, girl, what are your standards?
Yeah.
Because who are these other people who are coming to this island who are using racial slurs is not okay. It's also not okay to like be a fuckhead MAGA asshole.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and like, what are the standards? Like, because Sierra, I don't
don't
think is
either.
a bad person. I think she
Yeah.
made some pretty bad choices, and I think she has a lot to learn. But I do not think this woman is a bad person.
No.
I think some of the other people that you've casted are like not great people.
No, Chris
And-
is a bad person.
Yeah. 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 And like, and they're not going to be, and like I said, like, I don't think they're going to be affected
No.
by the hate.
No.
I think they're going to be like, whatever, it's fine. I think Sierra is going to be really affected by the hate.
Yeah, I think this is like a conversation that's going on online a lot too, is like where the line is for cancel culture. Because it's like,
Right.
yeah, she should have been kicked out of the villa and held accountable.
Yes.
Should you be telling her to go kill herself? No. So
The way
let's
that
just-
it crosses into
like, it's
these
almo-
people's real lives is really scary. And I think
it's disturbing.
and there's like rumors you see online about people calling like Huda's child and calling CPS on her. Like,
Oh my God.
I can write an essay about how I feel about Huda, but like, what in the world
Yeah.
is that about? Like, that is crazy.
I know.
And so I just,
Calling-
there's two sides of it, right? Like how I feel about her as a contestant on the
Right.
show and like the ignorance of her using that, whether the word is offensive, it is a racial
Yes.
slur. She used it multiple times. We have proof of it. There's no space for that. You got to go home. I also think like I like to believe that people can grow, can
Yes.
change, can improve. And I think all the other things she demonstrates on her social media gives me the sense of that she is a person that hopefully with the right type of people around her and guidance can like learn from this. I also think it just like came at such an inflection
Oh my
point
God.
of her journey. Like, I think it's like two things. It's like
I know.
that happened. And then as a Nicolandria Hive member, it was
Yeah,
all like,
of course,
it was all
same.
happening. And so you're just kind of sitting there like, whoa.
So that was the brief beginning to our hour-plus conversation about Love Island USA with Sahara, which will just have to live on in our heads and not on this podcast. Such a bummer, c'est la vie, but we do still have the audio from me and Mary chatting about the season premiere of Bachelor in Paradise and the recent episodes of Love Island UK. And we even have a little extra commentary on Love Island USA sprinkled in there, and a special bonus chat about Sierra's video post right after she released it on social media. Enjoy. Whew. All right. That was delightful.
That was very fun.
It was super fun. So great to get some other takes on things.
I think we like mostly agreed. I just hadn't thought about like Ace as entertainment because everything else was pissing me off so much that I'm like, yeah, we are enjoying this with someone else.
Right.
Like the Harry parallel was perfect. You crushed it.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, that's what this feels like. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Bachelor in Paradise.
Okay.
And then we'll come back to UK. So Bachelor in Paradise. I mean, we've already talked about it a little. Like, the whole vibe has changed. Before we got on the call, Mary, you said they got rid of the Almost Paradise theme song.
They got rid of the cheesy intros, and it's these like super like them introducing themselves to music kind of thing, and I'm like, I want to see you prancing on the beach getting bitten by a crab while like Almost Paradise plays, and like the kitsch was what everybody loved about Paradise, and
it's gone.
Maybe they'll bring it back next week, but it's gone. It looks like a Netflix show now. Like it looks like
a Netflix show.
Like Perfect Match.
Yes. And it's like, I don't really fault them. Honestly, I'm like feeling bad for the producers these days of that franchise because I think they are just so lost. Like they don't have an identity anymore. It's like they were like the OGs of the space in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And now they've just lost it to all these other things that have changed up the whole game completely and started in a completely different place. But The Bachelor has to adapt to the new landscape in a way that it's just like it's struggling. And there's really no way they can do it without us noticing every little change and picking it apart and hating on it. So it's like sort of a lose situation for them.
Yeah.
So it's tough. Like, and I want them to succeed because like I want to enjoy the show. And overall, like I enjoyed Monday's episode.
I did too. There were parts of it where it felt like, oh, we're back. Like,
right.
The one thing, the kissing on The Bachelor is always just much better. Like I was grateful to see some kissing where we're not leading with our tongue out of our mouth.
Oh my God. Okay.
And like, it was comforting to be in like, we're going to have one episode. We're going to have a rose ceremony tonight.
Yes.
Scramble to make your connections.
And we're going to dump 4 people.
Yes. We're going to move very quickly. Like, we're not going to leave people lingering. Like,
right.
Both Love Islands have left people lingering for like 2. We didn't even talk about the fact that there was a mass dumping this week.
Oh, yeah. Like, who the fuck cares, honestly?
Whatever. There was a mass dumping.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
But, I had shit to say about Sierra with that but it didn't even matter. Okay. But basically, like, they just kept it moving in a way that felt like old Paradise, which is really refreshing.
Yes.
As long as the tone of the show stays the same, I'm totally fine. Like, if cosmetically it changes to keep up, I don't mind them doing challenges. I think that's actually kind of fun. Like,
yes. Yeah.
But just don't lose, like, you guys are the big brother in this space. Like, you are allowed to set your own trends. You don't have to follow what, like, the younger kids are doing.
Exactly. And it's kind of like, I don't know. I'm not a producer, so I don't know. But it's like, it's almost like, what can they do that's like new and fresh? Like, maybe there's nothing.
And like, not to nitpick, but like, I do miss them sharing rooms. Like,
totally.
Like the bunk rooms were so nice. Like they were a mess, but like there's this bonding element that doesn't happen if everyone has their own comfy hotel room.
And they kind of like have space to separate.
Yeah.
No, it is like the scrappy vibe of the old beach is gone. Is officially gone. So that part is gone. I think with this element of bringing Goldens to the beach, like they had to introduce air conditioning for safety
they had
reasons.
to. Yeah, they did.
So my only hope is that with the Goldens coming, there is some element of this that like makes that all worth it a little bit. I am a little nervous about that, but it's hard to know. Like, who knows?
Yeah, it's very hard to know what's going to happen. The flash forward of them having like a raucous party with the Goldens like looks very fun until people are like making out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, on the one hand, I'm like, ooh, oh, good. And then on the other hand, I'm like, oh,
Wait, what?
age gap is really crazy here. I don't know. But then I'm like, they're all adults and it's just spin the bottle, whatever. But
also what are we doing here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk through some of the players. I mean, they did bring out the big guns. Like, they have a lot. Like, there were very few people who I was like, I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, it was pretty much just Kyle and Ricky. I was like,
yeah.
Who are you?
I was like, I've never seen these people in my life. No. So, okay, let's just talk through, I guess, some of these people.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy and Bailey.
Yeah.
So Jeremy is a friend of the pod. Can we say that?
I think so. I mean, he liked our post about him today, even though it wasn't like the nicest.
Yeah, he did tell us in not Maria's season.
Joey's season?
I called it Maria's season. No, in Jen's season.
Oh, right.
That he liked our podcast. So he's always going to be in he's always going to be in our hearts.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about how Jeremy's going to move this season. It seems like he bounces around a lot, and it seems like he's using Bailey a little bit.
When you start with the line, her body is tea, and I'm going to be the honey to that tea, I think we are in a tough spot. He makes me laugh.
Yes.
He's a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
I do think he's going to get carried away. Like, I think he is going to be a little bit... It happens every season. Like, there's a guy who really does well on his season. He's very popular with the Bachelor girls after, like...
Right.
And Jeremy was, like, very loved after Jen's season. And, like, we saw him out partying in New York with all the, like, it girls of Joey's season. Like...
Right.
So I think he's coming in with that cachet, which is always an interesting part of the Paradise dynamic, is who has clout, basically, and who doesn't. And Jeremy has a lot of clout.
He does. He does.
So it's interesting to see how that'll play out.
It is. And I mean, I think him and Bailey have chemistry, and I think he's attracted to her. But I do think he's sort of like keeping that going until other people arrive. And he's already talking about how he has interest in, was it Kat, I think?
Probably.
He was interested in someone else already. And it's just like, okay, we'll see what happens. Bailey, however, like... looks gorgeous.
It looks great.
She looks great. I love her energy this season.
I mean, her body is tea. Like, I can't take that away from Jeremy.
Like, I'm excited to see her journey, and I hope that, like, I don't think Jeremy's going to be her guy. I hope that she connects with someone who is her person, because I like her. She's kind of like my favorite person on the beach right now, girl-wise.
I love her. I love Alex. Like, she's just come in.
Alex.
And she's
my
been
God.
So sweetly awkward and, like, but also, like, sticking up for herself. Like,
yes.
You know, she's kind of this, like, perfect balance of, like, she's going to be goofy and nervous, but she's also going to be like, I didn't like that. Yeah. And her and Jonathan.
Oh, my God.
I'm not going to get my hopes up, but I think that's, like, so cute. I think that's such a perfect match.
So cute. I want to say that we, like, talked about this.
We did. We called it with her.
And I just, not only would they look incredible with each other.
Perfect together.
Like, they're similar, like, heights. I don't, like, just everything kind of works. I just feel like they have that same, like, bright energy, which, like, would actually feed off of one another. It wouldn't, like, clash in the way that sometimes if you have the same energy with someone, like, it doesn't work. I think it would work for them.
Yeah.
And I love Jonathan. I do.
Love Jonathan.
And I love Alex.
I think they're so cute together. They're, like, my favorite brand of, like, people where it's, like, I talk about this with my friend Lauren a lot, where it's, like, they're just gorgeous weirdos. Like, they don't even fully know how weird they are because they're both so gorgeous. Like, Alex freaking out trying to talk to Dale was, like, the most relatable thing in the world. Like, and she kept vocalizing it. Like, obviously, like, Dale comes in, he's very attractive, she's flustered to see him, he pulls her for chat, she goes, I'm so nervous talking to you, I don't know why. It's like,
and she's just like so shifty and weird, but like
Yeah.
also totally herself. And he was like kind of charmed by it.
He was like, yeah, she's a bubbly girl. It's like, if she wasn't gorgeous, that would have been the weirdest
Yeah.
interaction of all time. Like,
But luckily she is gorgeous.
luckily she is. Yeah.
Yeah, so happy to see her on my screen again. Okay, yes, I take it back. Alex is number one for me, then
Yeah.
Bailey. I don't care for Kat. I hope that she has matured. So far, she hasn't shown the side of her that I have despised on other seasons. So maybe she's grown. I'm not sure.
I don't know. We'll have to see. Excuse me. I knew Dale was going to pick her,
Yeah.
not just because of the previews, but because she looks like young Claire. Like,
Yes,
that's
100%.
that's his
I
vibe
was
of
thinking
woman.
that too, actually.
Yeah.
Kat looks different. Like, she's had some things done. Like,
Yeah.
her face is not the same. She's, like, lost a ton of weight when she
Yeah.
was already skinny. It's just different.
It looks, and I'm not here to make accusations, it's bordering on mini facelift.
Yeah.
Everything is a little bit, especially with weight loss.
Yes.
Everything is a little bit,
Like, up.
yeah.
Yeah, totally. Like, it's like her smile is different.
Yeah.
Even, which is like, okay, you're too young to have like a different smile, but
God,
okay.
I know.
In any case, like, and Dale, we already talked about this, I think, a couple episodes ago, but Dale, when I saw Dale again for the first time on social media, like a few weeks ago, after years of not seeing him, I was shocked. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, he looks so different. I've already gotten used to his new face, but Patrick had not seen him. And he was like, whoa, what happened?
Yeah. You know what I think it actually is, seeing the old clips of him?
Yeah.
I think it's steroids.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I
'Cause
could
he's
see that.
So sweaty. Like,
He's so-
everybody's sweaty, but he's sweating through his shirt all the time.
His chest is
His
sweating.
chest is sweating, and he's just like massive all of a
Yeah,
sudden. When he was
yeah.
more like lean muscle before, in a way that looks like,
Yeah, like,
you know, yeah, do whatever, but like I think it is steroids.
so there is this whole thing that's like, and this is like that I've been hearing about with like younger boys and young men, that this like need to beef up and be like so buff, like
Yeah.
to the point that is unhealthy. And like Jeremy's muscles were disgusting.
It looks like steroids.
Yeah, I was
also.
like, that's not natural. Like, you're not getting that just from like pumping iron in the gym.
No, and I saw Busy Phillips was at a talk, and someone asked her about body positivity, and she was like, honestly, at this point, just give me fucking Ozempic. Like, women get so much shit for being on Ozempic, but no one mentions that all these movie stars are on HGH or whatever the fuck the steroid's called.
right.
And like, that's how they've all gotten this buff for all this time, and no one said anything. And since she said that, I've like started
Yeah.
looking at male bodies in media, and I'm like, these are steroids. Like, and I
Yes.
think that, and I can't blame them. Like, you know, we talk about the bodies on Love Island, and we do the expectation that the men have a six pack. Like, go for it. Like,
Yeah.
you do have to, that is part of your job now. Like,
yeah. But it doesn't need to be like, I mean, I'm like thinking about, like, I think Nick has a really hot body on Love Island USA, but he's just in shape. Like,
Yeah.
he's not like doing steroids.
no one on, I don't think anyone on Love Island is on steroids.
No.
I think it's like more common where like you've been on TV already and now
Right.
you come back. Like,
Right.
I thought Jeremy's body on Jen was like great. Like, I
Yeah,
kind of wish
I
he
know. I'm
showed
like,
up with
why
that
are we
body. Yeah.
messing with a good thing?
Yeah. I
Same
mean, he
with
looks good
Dale.
still,
Like,
but whatever.
Dale,
Yeah.
Dale was very hot on Claire's season.
I almost
And-
forgot.
And
Like,
yeah, and like
he was
he's-
breathtaking on Jen.
yeah,
on
like,
Claire's
he's a
season.
very attractive person. He's still attractive, but it's a little, I'm not into it anymore.
I think it's also like, Justin was saying he felt like this, but like, I don't think this about Justin. It is also like, you're too old. Like, like
He's 36, right?
yeah, I'm like, I think that the other cast members are too young, and
But
so for
most
you to be,
of them are like 30s.
yeah, but there's something about like, he was engaged on a season that was 6 years, like almost 6 years
Right,
ago now,
right,
and
right.
like, even though he was very young on his season, he's been in this circuit for such a long time that
Yeah.
it's like, it feels too And I know they wanted big names to revive the franchise, and I do think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
But like watching him on the date with Kat, I'm like, she's so small.
Yeah,
and
it
so much.
felt-
Like I don't know. It feels
It was so like, but it was like the way they just kind of like immediately locked in. I was like, this feels very familiar.
Yeah.
And like not in a good way.
No.
Wait, who did Justin end up coupling up with? Did he get
Lexi.
Who?
Lexi.
Lexi. Oh yes.
Lexi, who for some reason is so bothered by the fact that Justin dated Susie, and she's like, yeah, I really like Susie. I don't want to upset her. And then we find out that she's had one phone call with Susie. I'm like, what?
Right.
Is
Also,
actually-
Susie is coming apparently.
Yeah, Susie's coming. I'm like, what actually is bothering you about Justin that you're like blaming it on
No, that
this
was
whole situation?
It was so weird. Lexi's fine, but
She can't get out of her own way. Like she's
Yeah.
so deeply unfun. Like
she's
and-
not fun. She's
and
like
it's
the
like-
opposite of Alex.
Yeah, exactly. It's like hard to watch. Like not everyone has to be the same personality, but it's like hard to watch all these bubbly personalities. And Lexi's like, Justin comes to the door and it's like, I'm disappointed we can't go on our date. She's like, okay, well, good night, and just closes the door in his face.
And then they wait 2 days to go. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I don't know. I know Justin is controversial. Maybe
I like him.
honestly, I don't. Is he controversial?
I think he was just like overexposed for a minute.
Right.
Like,
I like him.
I think he's so hot.
I think he's someone I would date in real life.
100%. Same.
Which is rare for these shows. Like, there's no one else here. Like, I wouldn't even really date Jonathan. I think his vibe is too much for me. I love him, but as
I
like
would
a
be
friend.
Yeah, we'd be like Jonathan's mothers. Like, I
Yeah.
don't think we would be like, we would take care of him in the villa, but I don't think we would date him. I think I would have dated Jeremy from Jen
Yes.
season, but this Jeremy with the way he's moving now, I don't think that I would have. Which
Jeremy,
I know
come
he's
back
probably
to
so
us.
sad about.
Come on, Jeremy. Wait, we
When
know
he's-
we know you're in there, and he's still there.
Yeah.
What's his name's Wells's comment about him being redder than a tomato? That was actually kind of funny. Like, Wells is actually putting a little bit of effort into being at the beach,
Yeah.
which is very obvious. But okay, and also like it's clear to me that Hannah B's role is totally irrelevant and
Yeah.
dumb.
They just needed her name. They're just pulling out all the stops to get the franchise going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hannah's not someone who I'd be taking relationship advice from either. Like, she's not
No.
the person I would choose.
no, like she's engaged now, but like
That doesn't mean shit. I'm sorry.
of course not.
Like, Maddie Pruitt is married with a baby. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not taking relationship advice from her.
no, and like Hannah, like all she really did was just kind of agree to whoever's idea
Yeah.
came up. Like she didn't come up with her own idea. She's like, oh yeah, that's great.
No,
That's a good
she said
idea."
nothing.
Yeah, and I don't know.
Waste of space. Spencer is a little puppy dog.
His little yapper, just
And wait,
yapping
what's the
away.
name of the girl that he ended up with?
Jess.
Jess.
And like this is classic where we have someone who was kind of a villain on their season
Yes.
comes back and has this redemption arc of like she just wanted someone to like her. Like
yes.
and when I thought she was gonna pick Sam M, I was like,
When Sam M came back, I was like, I actually had like a physical reaction in my
I was mad.
body.
Yeah.
Of like, I despise this person. I think I hate him more than anyone I've ever seen on this franchise.
it's close because it's like so cocky and not in an entertaining way. Like even
No, it's not.
he's so corny and cliched. Like even he's like, yeah, I'm hoping Jess is the person I can drink wine on the porch with. It's like
Oh
just
my
say that you want to be
God.
with somebody. Like just relax. Like
I was trying to make one meme to send you because I felt so strongly about this. You know, the one where like the woman's like chewing gum on the computer, like typing out like an email.
yeah.
I was going to be like Sam using ChatGPT to spit out a bunch of cliches for him to bring to this season.
Ugh.
Because it was like he can't possibly be the same again.
No.
After seeing how much hate he got for that the first time, literally he doesn't have another mode. Like that is who he
can't
is.
help it. He can't help it. Like even the way he entered, like I know they made him come in on a motorcycle, whatever, but like
Right.
he's like, yeah, I came in on this Harley, like it was old as ever. It's
my
like just be a
God.
real person. Like come
You
on.
know what he is? He's a tool.
Yeah, huge tool, like old school douche tool. Like
Yes.
I didn't even like tag him in the comments because like last year when he was all like,
Oh, he
you
was
guys
so
don't have the full picture.
defensive.
I'm like, I'm not even tagging you in our memes, and like they're not doing that well. So like go to our Instagram,
Yeah.
please. But
Yeah, like him, please share.
I think one of them has like 12 likes right now. But
Also, Bachelor Nation though is reposting the memes.
I know, but they're not liking the post. I'm like, can you
Come on, friends.
do us a solid? But yeah, I was just so annoyed, and I was so glad that he got voted off. I was like,
Yeah, no, and this was the thing. It was like I was so happy to see Hakeem again, and I was so happy to see him go. He's not finding love in paradise.
He was spiraling. Like from
Yes.
that montage of him like hyperventilating in the corner, going back to a
Oh, I
conversation.
hated that. I hated
that. I was really upset for him, and like that fight with Ricky, like I did not like Ricky. I'm glad he's gone.
Yeah.
That fight with Ricky was like clearly Hakeem was like sad and overstimulated. Like he was
Yes.
overwhelmed
Yes.
by the entire process. So like you coming and being like, you don't got enough red flags. Like you got to be more like you're so vanilla. It's like Ricky. First of all, you being seen as a red flag is not a flex. Like don't make Hakeem feel bad
Yeah.
that no one
No.
downvoted his thing. And then like if you really are Hakeem's friend,
Yeah.
you know how sensitive he is and
Totally.
how like tense this situation is, that like why would you do that other than
No.
to embarrass him? Why would you do that to him?
It was so weird. I was just like, ugh, I immediately want this, whatever this is, to end. Like,
And I was glad that Alex was like, I didn't like that. Like
Yeah.
I'm no drama. I didn't like that he was you know
Yes.
so confrontational
Yeah.
over nothing.
Yeah, no, I was so glad that she picked Jonathan for a lot
Yeah,
of
me too.
reasons, but partly for that. So,
Mhm.
yeah, it was an entertaining episode. I am interested to see where things go. Obviously, more people are coming.
Can't wait to see the Goldens.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how the Golden thing happens. Like, just how the whole thing plays out. You know, because I've just been with this franchise for so long, I am rooting for it. I
Of
want
course.
it to survive. I want it to do well. So I'm going to like stay optimistic, just like I did with Love Island USA for as long as I could.
Don't let us get burned again, please.
Don't make me turn into like an irate
Oh,
person, like just raging around, like
We don't
rage
deserve
texting
that.
Mary about how angry I am.
we don't deserve that.
No, we don't deserve that. Okay, so we're moving it along to UK because this episode is getting very long. But we have to talk about UK because I'm having so much fun.
There was so much that happened.
Yes.
Like, I actually have a lot of notes.
Yes.
I mean, the first whole thing is the Harry, Helena, Shakira love triangle.
Yes.
That dragged on for such a long time,
Unbelievable.
only for Casa Amor to happen. And Harry and Helena do not give a fuck about each other.
No.
They put Shakira through absolute hell,
I know.
and they don't care. This is my impression of Helena.
You need to get on the YouTube if we even put the video. But okay. So Helena used to look like a different person
Yes.
pre-season. So, and I do think that it's important to know that about her because the way she is moving, it's not just that she has had the glow up of the century.
Mm-hmm.
It's that she's also diabolical.
Yes.
And so the two combined, her just like being horny as fuck and wanting to like get male attention on top of the fact that she has no moral compass.
Yeah.
It's like unbelievable.
No, Helena is such a villain in a way that people are like not clocking.
Yeah.
Putting on Shakira's bikini twice, 2 different days, going, and also like, Meg, you're evil too. Going
Yes.
into Shakira's drawer, saying to Meg, I think I'm going to wear Shakira's bikini. Wearing the bikini to go then tell Harry you want to fuck him and that you want him to sleep with you in the hideaway is so depraved and single white female fucked up. Helena, Shakira is 9 years younger than you.
Yeah.
Leave her alone. Stop bullying her. Like, Shakira must feel like she's taking crazy pills.
She must.
She must feel insane because this guy fights so hard to get her back. He's so nice to her. This girl who can't hold anybody accountable to save her freaking life at all, like, is now, I'm like, I'm just kind of, and then I just lost my train of thought, but like, and then on top of it, to have them pick each other at a recoupling after making out behind your back.
Yes.
After saying they're going to sleep in the same bed. After during the heart race challenge, Helena whispers in his ear, I can't wait to fuck you. And he whispers back, you still want to fuck me while you're sitting right there.
Yeah.
Then she gets coupled up with fucking Ben. Like, set Shakira free.
No, and also, like, you hinted at this, but I want to, like, say it explicitly. Harry is lying to Shakira.
Yes.
The whole time.
He
is so two-faced. It is unbelievable. Like, he will say whatever he needs to say in the moment to get out of whatever situation he's in. It's almost poetic.
And he gets away with it because Helena doesn't hold him accountable. Like,
no.
She's just like lets him do whatever he wants. Like, this is where the only moment where I kind of liked Meg, where she was like, hey, like, I know you're like chill and everything, but when we get back, if Harry's like really stepped out in Casa, you need to say something. Like, you can't just be like,
yes, you can't just be okay with everything all the time.
No, you can't just be chill with it, because like,
and
you're
like
not
with that stupid look on your face.
Oh yeah, you gonna fuck me? It's like,
oh my god. And she just, like, her and Harry, I have not seen them have an actual conversation about anything other than flirting and sex, like, the whole time. And like, it's not that I've seen Shakira and Harry necessarily have any real conversations either, but I'm just like, what is the appeal of this man?
I don't get it. And then, like, Helena is also leading on Harrison the whole time.
Yes.
And is like, on Tony's birthday.
Oh my God.
Trying to pull Harrison away from Tony. And then is telling Harrison, like, yeah, it's totally dead between me and Harry. And then going to Harry and being like, I don't feel anything with Harrison. We're really just friends. And then going to Harrison and saying, if there was a recoupling tonight, I would have chosen you. Like,
and like Tony and Shakira are out here just like being treated so badly. And
so
like,
poorly.
And it's just, Tony a little bit has her head in the sand, and I'm just like, whatever. Shakira was actually being lied to, so like, I understand why she was confused, and also I think Shakira, for whatever reason, actually likes Harry.
I can't put my finger on it, but like,
she likes him.
This is where the Love Island USA producers can learn from UK, because this was a well-placed, well-thought-out challenge that exposed the exact problem that had been going on and had been simmering. Like, they didn't rush to expose what was going on with Harry and Helena. They let it boil.
Right.
And then in the challenge, it's for Superman, but someone has to tell the truth.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, Harry told me he deaded it with you. And Helena's like, no.
Yeah.
But then Helena scrambles to back Harry up. Like, she scrambles to be like, well, yeah, he did say it was kind of done, but like, you know, while you guys are together. I'm like, why are you covering up for him? He's also dog walking you. Like, I don't understand.
It's unbelievable. The whole thing is like, it's crazy. Like, I'm glad the love triangle is like, here's what, I cannot wait for the next episode, because the guys show up to Casa Amor.
Yeah.
And like, I really like Shakira, and I really want her to find someone who's on her level. And like, I don't know. I missed After Sun. I didn't actually get to it. Did you watch it?
I watched it, yeah.
So, like, what's the temperature on Shakira and Harry and Helena? Like, people hate Harry and Helena, right?
Well, Helena's friends were there, and they were talking about how much they like Harry and Helena together, and they have this undeniable thing, and we've never seen Helena like this with a guy.
Right.
But they had Nathan and Cara there, who won the second season and are still married, and they were like Maya was like, who do you like in the house, Takara? And she was like, well, I'm team stand up for yourself. I'm not team get walked all over.
Right.
And Maya's like, can you say what those teams are out loud? And she
Yeah.
was like, well, team walked all over is Meg, Helena, and Emily.
Yes.
And then, she's on Tony and Shakira's team.
Love it. I love it. There's
Love
definitely a divide. There was a woman in the audience in the last week's After Sun who was like talking about how like Shakira needs to like leave Harry and like be the queen she is. And I'm like, okay, I'm glad people are seeing that like Tony and Shakira are the voice of reason in this film. And these other women are just like shit.
I think it's like this element of like being entertained by Harry, but just like wanting like an actually good person away from him. Like,
right.
Like Helena and Harry can have each other. I don't think they're going to have anything now that they're coupled up.
No, I think it's already gone, actually.
It's already done. They didn't have sex that night that they were in bed together. They barely made out. Like they don't.
It was all flirting. Like Harry lives for the chase and to flirt. Like, okay. Other person I love is Emma, Harry's ex-girlfriend.
Yes,
and this
love her.
Is where I'm like, there's something about Harry that I am not understanding because he gets quality women. Mm-hmm. I'm not counting Helena, but like Shakira has a brain. Emma clearly has a brain. The way Emma just handed his ass to him at the minute she saw him.
1 second. But I think the charming thing about Harry is that he took it. Like, he's not like Ben who gets mad as soon as he's called. Ben is still there, by the way.
Why nobody likes Ben?
Alima's gone, but Ben gets to fucking stay.
Yeah, unreal.
Anyway, Harry just takes it. Like, and that's like what is endearing about him is that it's not like this like asshole gets like Dijon being an asshole and getting defensive during the challenge. Like, oh, they're just upset because they can't have me. It's like, that's not why they're mad at you.
And also Dijon, that's so unattractive.
Yeah,
like, stop.
shut up.
It's true. Harry does kind of take it on the chin.
He just takes it. Like, Emma's like, one of the girls said, yeah, my type is someone that's emotionally available. And she goes, oh, that eliminates you then. Like...
I really like her.
I like her too.
I hope, and a lot of the guys seem interested in her.
I think that's hilarious. Like, and I think it is like Harry's just like in a weird way, is a good-natured guy who's not going to get upset about much. Like, he loved this woman. He has her name tattooed on his arm.
3 years.
Yeah. He's like, make out with her if you want.
Oh my! And I honestly believe he's not bothered by it, which is just unreal. So I was surprised at how many of the women. Actually, I was surprised how many of the women chose Harrison to kiss in that challenge.
Yeah, his mom was on After Sun this week, and they made her watch a preview clip of him kissing someone else. Oh. And I was like, I feel bad for her. She's like, I want, he's being young. He's doing what he needs to. His mom was like, he needs to apologize to Tony. Like, the way he's treating her really isn't fair. Oh. And I'm like, that's really nice.
He has a good mom.
He has a good mom.
He's going to be okay.
Yeah. She's like, he's young. He's figuring it out. Like,
Tony gives him slack way too easily.
Yeah,
like,
she
does. She caves too easily.
She's a lot of talk.
Yeah, it's like Tony. So for that reason, I also hope there's someone in Casa for her.
I think that she's being like as delusional as she was with him in the house. I think that she knows as soon as he's out of sight, out of mind, that she needs to meet someone else, and I think she will. Like, I think she just liked him enough to want to stay and wanted to make out with him, but is like, I think she'll find someone else in Casa.
Yeah, it's it's very. I don't know why the season is working. Like, I haven't really thought about it, but it does feel like this comforting blanket of like return to form.
Yeah.
Just letting the season be the season.
It is nice. Like, it's just like having it on and like no one's coming to fuck with them. Like, they're just bringing in like natural drama. Like, and things are just the way they're supposed to be. Like, people that you like get dumped. And that's part of the show. Like, there's supposed to be a cycling through of people, and like, there's supposed to be decisions that don't make sense. Like Connor picking Yasmin at the latest recoupling and not explaining to the bombshell that he wasn't interested in her at all. Like,
Connor is, maybe I'm giving Connor too many passes because I think he's so hot.
He's going to get an ultimate pass from me.
But he's just like, it's interesting. I wanted this latest recoupling to work out with him somehow ending up choosing Shakira, which could have happened if Ben hadn't chosen Shakira.
Yeah.
If Ben had chosen
Billy Kiss.
then Connor probably would have chosen Shakira.
I think he would have, and I think things would have been different. Also interesting, Harrison's mom said that he thinks that that Harrison's interested in
Shakira.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what I said last time.
Yeah, but she was like, doesn't think it'll happen out of respect for Tony.
No,
like,
I mean, at
Harrison's
this
not
point,
a bad person. Like,
it can't happen.
Yeah.
I think Shakira may not be interested as much as Harrison is.
I think Shakira's ready to start fresh. Like, she's been through it in the villa. I think she's ready to meet someone new.
Yes.
I would love if she rekindled with Connor, but I just want Connor to stick around because that man is sexy.
Yeah.
Like,
he's like a loud breather.
Yeah.
Which normally is a turn off
me.
for me, but I think it's kind of hot.
It doesn't bother me. And like, I usually find like the heart rate challenge like kind of cringe. And I was like legitimately into his dance. I texted you, I was like, heart rate challenge, Connor's hot.
Connor's hot.
And like Helena, when she was like, he'd be an unbelievable shag, I was like, I see that.
Yeah. It's nice. There's a little bit of everything, I feel like, this season.
There's fun. There's just like being cheeky. Oh my God. And then a present for us was that Ben didn't know what humble meant. That was just for us at home.
Benny, and Ben sitting here trying to pretend like he just chose Shakira because he had to choose someone.
Yeah.
It's and then he's like, but you don't think we can get along? And Shakira's like, why are you trying to get back with me? I'm not interested.
His speech was like, yeah, this girl annoys me. We hate each other. Let's see where it goes. And then after he's like, you really didn't like my speech?
Oh my God.
It's like, what?
This man, I don't think any of the girls in Casa are interested in him.
No. And he's just like lurking. Like he's just like there. And
yeah, he's got to go.
He's got to go.
I think he will go at some point just because he won't get chosen for a recoupling or something. But yeah, it's great. It's such a nice counterpoint to the hate in my heart for USA right now. So it's I'm glad that someone in the Love Island universe is doing it the way that I need it to be done.
Someone has our back.
Yeah.
There's something that's happening that I'm annoyed with a normal amount of people. I would say that 70% of them are on my last nerve, but
it's not that deep though.
It's not that deep there. And maybe it's because we don't know their political background at all.
Maybe.
It's just, it feels very light. It doesn't feel like, production casted somebody who did have a history of violence against women. They released the pictures and he got yanked from the show. Before the show even started.
Okay, I was going to say, was he
cast,
ever on?
He got yanked right away. So that at least happened quickly.
Right.
And has not impacted the rest of the season from what I can see.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not I know we're on a different schedule, so I'm not seeing as much online content about UK, but I just feel I don't know. The very cynical part of me is the USA wanted to have all of this discourse.
Yeah.
I don't think that they knew the stuff about Sierra or Yulissa even, but it's they maybe purposefully didn't do their homework to see how these things would play out, and it's just ruined everything. It's just made for a really terrible season where we actually are the hatred online is so real. It's just gross.
We're so frustrated. It's because the US before season 6 had bad seasons, but they were bad in that they were just boring. And
right.
The cast was kind of losers. They weren't aspirational people until season 6. It was this big jump to this very cool group of people.
Right.
That's not the anger here. It's the anger here is everything that we've talked about.
Yes.
And just not being careful and not caring.
No. And it's don't take me through an entire season where there's one person who I like and then they're gone overnight, and everyone else has no redeeming qualities. And again, I know I've said this before, but it's you knew who Huda was when you casted her.
Oh, if you do a psych eval, like you say.
Yeah.
You had to know. This is not a stable presenting person. And that's pretty quick.
Yeah. And it's just that we'll just blame the whole thing on Huda.
Yeah, Huda and producers are the villains of the season when it should have been Ace and it would have been lighthearted
Oh
and fun.
yes. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. Okay, so this is a very long episode.
Yeah.
I have to is Beyond the Villa starting
Sunday.
Oh my god. Okay. So we're gonna watch it.
We're gonna watch it. It's gonna come out one episode a week.
Perfect.
We
I
can
don't
do
want
it.
more than that. I don't.
We can do it.
So we are recording next week on a slightly different schedule because I am going to be traveling. So we're actually going to record on Monday night. Is that still the plan?
Yeah.
So we won't be able to watch Bachelor in Paradise, but the finale of USA will have aired the night before. So that's important. We'll probably just cover that mostly, and UK, whatever else is there is on UK. And then honestly, I don't know what the schedule will be after that. We'll figure it out. I think it's going to be a little bit ad hoc for the next few weeks, but we will get to all the shows and all the recaps and all the rest. It might just be on a slightly different schedule.
Yeah, bear with us.
Yeah, so that's it. What a fun episode.
Yeah.
So much to talk about.
So much to talk about. I could keep going. I have more.
I know. Honestly, if I didn't have to edit this, I'm like, we could talk for 2 more hours. But
yeah, but we got to go to bed.
Go edit. Mary needs to go to bed. We need to do all the things. Mm-hmm. So thank you all for listening. Share this podcast with someone you know is watching Love Island. We want to know what they think about all of our hot takes, of course. Follow us on social media. Yeah, we love you all. Thank you so much for listening.
Yay.
All right. Cheers lovebirds. Okay. All right. You thought we were gone, but we literally got off and we're like so tired. And Mary opens up social media and Sierra has released her accountability video.
She's not calling it an apology video. She's calling it an accountability video.
We listened to it together.
And as predicted just an hour ago, it was good. This girl has got PR training out the waz, and she's young. It hit all the right points. It was, this isn't an apology video because it's not, you can't excuse what I said. I didn't know what it meant. When I learned what it meant, I atoned for it. I've grown so much, but that doesn't excuse. I agree with the network's decision to pull me from the show. I'm being a better person. I didn't use it with any ill will, but intent doesn't matter. But then the interesting part of the video is pivoting it to the reaction, which has been also extremely racist. And people have called ICE on her family. Yes. And as we've talked about a million times on this show, calling ICE in this context is basically a death threat. And it is basically
in LA
on a brown family to call ICE to where they live or on her parents and report her parents is a death sentence. Yeah. And there's no excuse for what she said. Like, I hope she's learned from it. I'm sure she has. Like, this was a big way to learn a lesson. If you are using this as an opportunity to call ICE on someone's family, you are also a racist fuck.
Yes.
And you have violence in your heart that Sierra did not have.
No.
And that's, Yeah.
I was expecting her to respond this way in a way that was almost perfect. Like I think Sierra is very well trained, and I don't like that part of her actually. Like, she's very influencery and like social media is her space and whatever. But I do think she has a good head on her shoulders, and I do think she like genuinely understands why all this shit went down and took accountability for it. Yeah. And like, it's so true. Like, this is, again, just bringing it back to like what I think are like where we've fallen with like the racism question in America is like, it's so shallow. It's like you use a racial slur and that's where we draw the line. Absolutely, that behavior needs to be called out. It's not okay, all these things. But that's not like the only thing we can be doing. We can be calling out people calling ICE on brown families for literally, like, this is not an ICE calling situation. No situations really are. That's where the real issues are, right? And like, I hope that somehow people can see that. And like, I'm glad she brought that up in the video. Like, because I don't feel like from her it was like, oh, you need to feel sorry for me.
No.
It was kind of like, this is a problem.
And I'm just going to say it. I would be willing to bet money that the people calling ICE are not the community that was impacted by Sierra's words. If I had to guess, it's white people being like, haha, I'm better than you. And then doing something that is worse because it is a direct threat to someone's safety.
Yes.
And like, it's not funny.
No.
It's disgusting. And so I'm glad that she brought it up without using it to excuse her own behavior, because that is something that happens a lot in these apology videos. And I didn't, people could tell me they felt differently, but I did not get that sense from when we just watched the video.
Yeah, no. And I guess we'll see how this plays out, but we had to
literally
this is our
breaking
real-time
news.
response. Like literally, this is how we feel,
Yeah.
and we'll get back to you next week.
Yeah, let's
when
see
we
how it
have
goes.
other feelings. I'm surprised that this came out.
I'm surprised it happened so soon.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think the threat to her family felt severe enough to do it. And I think that that's what this is motivated by.
Yeah, you need to draw a line somewhere. And let me tell you, if that was happening to my family, I would be speaking out about it, too.
I don't think I would have been as careful and kind as she was.
Yeah. No. She's very diplomatic. She was like that all season, so it's showing up here. But the thing I'm also happy about is she does not seem so mentally torn up that she would harm herself.
Yeah, which is good.
Which I think was actually legitimately something that, you could see that going either way for someone who's as young as she is and, receiving a lot of crazy stuff. So
Sahara just DM'd me the apology. I was like, we were wrapping up and it came out.
Sahara, I wish you were still here to tell
I know.
us what you
I know.
thought, but we'll get her thoughts too. Okay, so now we're really gonna go.
Yeah.
That was a little an addendum. We love in addendum.
Yeah.
It was an addendum. Thank you all for listening.
Yay! Bye. Cheers, lovers.
Thanks for listening to Can I Steal You for a Minute? Subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts, and if you like the show, please leave a rating and review. Follow us on social media at Can I Steal You for a Minute Pod, and support the show through Patreon at patreon.com/Can I Steal You for a Minute.